Welcome to part 12 of my n8n training course. This part will focus on sending emails, and I have structured it into 4 points. First of all, I would like to define email delivery platforms. Then secondly, I would like to talk about Brevo, that is one particular email delivery platform. Then third, I would like to present you the task. And then at the end, we can talk about the solution of this task. So, what are email delivery platforms? And an email delivery platform, short EDP, provides reliable automated email delivery. For example, there is companies like Brevo, Mailchimp, SendGrid, or Amazon's SES. And you now may wonder, why do we not simply use Gmail or Outlook for sending emails? Okay, the answer is that Gmail and Outlook are rate limited. So for example, we can only send 500 emails per day using Gmail and Outlook, but with Brevo and the other companies, we can use up to 100,000 or even more emails per day. Hence, they are truly automated. Okay, and Gmail and Outlook, they could do this, but they only allow humans. So at some point, Gmail and Outlook, they would ask us if we are a human or if we are a robot. And then our automated workflow would stop working. For our n8n example, we're going to use Brevo. And please go to brevo.com and create a free Brevo account that enables you to send, I think, 200 emails per day for free. So please sign up there and come back to this video. In your Brevo dashboard, please click on your account, then click on Settings. Then click on SMTP and API, click on API keys and MCP, and then please click on Generate a new API key. And then you give that API key a name, for example, n8n training course. You click on Generate. Okay, this one already exists. You click on Generate. And then you copy this key and then save it somewhere so that you can paste it later to the Brevo node. In your n8n dashboard, please click on Create Workflow. Then click on Add First Step. Then add the manual trigger here. Then click on the little plus and then search for Brevo. Click on the Brevo search result, and then you see a list of Brevo nodes, and you scroll down to the email actions section here, and you click on send a transactional email. Okay, and then right here, you need to create a new credentials, and then you paste the API key here. And you click on Save. And then if you have copy pasted correctly, you should see the connection was successful. Now you can close this window here. And what are we going to do now? We're going to send an email now to our Gmail address. And if you haven't seen it in the last part, in the last lecture, part 11, I have explained how to read emails with n8n, and I also have set up a Gmail test account. I also gave some instructions how to set up an email test account with Gmail, and to that Gmail test account I'm gonna send an email now. So the recipient is this Gmail address. And as a sender, we could theoretically enter whatever we want. I'm gonna specify now a fictional email address. I'm gonna call it no reply at n8n training course.com, which does not exist, but just for our purposes. And I'm gonna define a subject, hi, and the text, the body is gonna be, how are you doing? And now I'm gonna click on execute step. So now this email sending was successful. We got a reply back from the Brevo API. And now I'm gonna go into my test email inbox here. And now we're just gonna wait for the email, and I'm sure it will arrive shortly. Now the email that we have sent through the n8n workflow and Brevo has arrived. It took, I think, 5 minutes or so. And the first time that you're gonna send an email like this, it always takes a little bit until it arrives. Now, if we send the email a second time, we just say hi to, how are you doing too? And now we're gonna send it again. This does not take that long. So now Google Gmail has verified that this sender is trustworthy, and now we are able to test our workflow more efficiently because the emails can be received much faster. Welcome to the task. First of all, please create an n8n workflow that has one email trigger. And if you don't know what an email trigger is or how to read emails in n8n, please check out part 11 of my n8n training course in which I explain it. So let's go to the second part of the task. So whenever an email is received, an AI agent should draft an answer that includes a personal addressing and a 2-sentence summary of the received email. Okay. Also, the draft should include the information that you respond in person when you are back from vacation. Okay. Then the answer should be sent using Brevo. So now you just need to apply what you have learned here, sending a transactional email through Brevo. Have fun solving this task, and you may pause the video now until we compare the solutions. In your n8n dashboard, please click on Create Workflow. Then click on Add First Step here. And let's look for the Gmail nodes here. And let's click on Gmail and open the group of nodes. And this trigger here is the right one. It's called on message received. Okay. And here I have already set up a Gmail account. And if you don't know how to set up a Gmail account, please watch my previous lecture, my previous part 11, where I explain how to set up a Gmail and Outlook account, and also how I read emails from Gmail and Outlook accounts. Okay. So let's proceed with this Gmail account here. And let's click on Fetch Test Event to get the latest email that is unread. And now we see this is the latest email here. How are you doing too? This is the email that I have sent in the previous example using the Brevo node. Now we want to create an AI agent that reads this email. So let's click on Back to Canvas, and let's click on the little plus and search for AI agent. And here in the input area, we can see the body is here saved as snippet. Then the from is here saved as from, and the subject is here saved as subject. Okay, so let's go back to Canvas and let's add a chat model here. Search for OpenAI chat model. And here I'm going to use the connection that I've already set up. And by the way, if you don't know at this point what an AI agent is or what an OpenAI chat model is, please watch part 7 and part 8 of my training course where I explain that. Thank you. So now we have our AI agent connected. Let's double click on the AI agent here. And now we want to create a prompt that summarizes the email, gives a personalized response. And yeah, that's basically it. So right here, we're going to click on source for prompt is defined below. So in this text box here, I'm going to define that prompt. And now I'm going to do a little bit of prompt engineering. So I'm going to use the sharp symbol. I'm going to say, what is the agent's task? And here I'm going to say, draft an answer that first summarizes the following email. Second is personalized. Third, says that you respond in person when you are back from vacation. Fourth, and your name is Jan. Okay, so this is the AI agent's task. And now I'm going to specify some sections about the email. So now here I'm going to say the email subject is now curly brackets, $json dot subject. Okay. Now email from $json dot from. Okay, and here email body. And this is saved as snippet. Okay. And I'm going to click here on this button, and now we can see the entire prompt like this. Looks correct. And let's test it. Okay, here we can see in the output, we have this subject included in the email body, which is not really clean. I'm gonna add another line here in the task. I'm gonna say does not include the subject, only the email body. Okay, so let's try it again. Okay, so now the email looks correct. Okay, so now let's go back to Canvas. And now that we have our email, our response ready, we just need to send it. So let's click on this little plus here. And let's add our Brevo node. Okay. And again, this is a transactional email that we're going to send. Here, the Brevo account is already set up, like in the example before where I did this. And now we have to specify the email parameters. So the first most important thing is the text content here. Curly brackets, $json dot output. So this is then the body of the email. And as a sender, we can hard code, let's say, no reply at n8n training -course.com. Doesn't exist. It's just a fictional domain. And now here in the recipients list, what do we enter here? And this is actually a tricky question that I haven't taught in the previous lectures. So here, this was the tricky part where you needed to do some independent research. But the actual problem is, yeah, that right now we cannot simply access the output from this node. Yeah, so basically from this node we cannot easily access the output from this node. Okay, so there is a way how we can do this. So basically we are not using the $JSON object, we're gonna use another object, and the other object is called $node. Okay, $node. So we're gonna say $node dot, square brackets open, and here we're gonna specify the key with the name of the node that we want to have direct access to. So in this case, we're gonna copy this name here, Gmail trigger, double click on our Brevo node, and here we're gonna define the node's name as a string. Okay, so this is green, it's found, it's good. And this object has a property called data. And inside this data property, there is a from field, which is going to be our recipient. So now we are about to send an email back to this noreply@brevo.com or whatever. And this is basically almost it. So the next thing we're going to do is we need to define a subject, and I would say that we simply put an RE in front of the old subject. So here again we use the curly brackets, then the $node, and here again the node's name as a identifier, data.subject. Okay, and now we have basically read from our direct AI agent node and also read from our indirect Gmail trigger node. Okay, so I think now we have everything we need to send a reply. So now we can execute a step and test it. And now what we got back from the Brevo API is a success indicator, a message ID that tells us, okay, this was successful. And now there is a problem that we don't have access to this Brevo account. So what we're gonna do now is I am gonna send an email now from my personal jan.schulz@sideria.com email to this Gmail test account, okay? Then our workflow should be able to read that mail and then should reply to that mail to my jan.schulz@sideria test account. So let's have a look. Now I have sent an email from my official account to my Gmail test account, and it has already arrived here. Okay, so now I'm gonna start the n8n workflow, and I'm gonna see if my email is analyzed properly. Okay, so here I can see, hey Jan, did you know that n8n is a great tool for automation? Just want to let you know, cheers Jan. So basically this is a correct answer because it addresses the content that I have sent to my test account. So this works. And now let me have a look at my inbox here. And here we can see that I got an email that was sent from our Brevo transactional node.